Join us on a journey to find the best way to store and display minifigs. You mean I'm not supposed to just leave them lying around? It's time to find a place for them. But first, how do you display your minifigs? Let me know in the comment section below. You can spend a small fortune on a display cabinet like this one on Amazon. If you have a large space available and you are willing to spend the dough, why not? Or you can keep watching this video to find out how to win one of our 3D printed display stands. Stick around till the end for details. When it comes to storing minifigs, then you can just use whatever method you have already been using. But if you want to display them, then we need to look at our options. LEGO collecting and building is a hobby that attracts incredibly creative people, and it can be expected that these collectors and builders think up amazing ways to display their collections. I joined this Facebook group dedicated to showing off LEGO, and it's just incredible to see what people come up with. So here are a few options for you. Option 1. Leave them out and don't worry about it. I don't mean randomly leaving them around. I mean putting them on their little plates and display them. Sometimes you just want to showcase a few of them in your room or on your desk. The obvious downside is you will get dust on them, and if you have pets like me, then they will be covered with dog hair in no time. If you are not worried about dust or dog litter, you can line them up on a base plate and plop them down somewhere. The upside is number 1, no effort needed, and number 2, it's cheap or even free if you already have the base plate. So that's a win in my book. Option 2. Acrylic or plastic cases. If you are an avid collector and you are looking for a more long-term way to display your figs, then you can get something like these. These are official LEGO Minifig displays available in 8 and 16 shelf variants. Primarily available in red and black, but you can also find them in blue and tan versions. Cost $19.99 and $34.99 US respectively. They also have these themed play and display cases which has Harry Potter and other designs. They cost $35.99 for the Harry Potter one. The generic LEGO design ones are oddly more expensive at $39.99. I saw these in my local LEGO store, but for those prices, nope, but that's just me. And hey, if you do have money to spend on displaying your collection, then may I direct your attention to the amazing selections at wickedbrick.com. Not sponsored or anything, I just found their displays to be absolutely gorgeous. Take for example this limited edition display case for LEGO Star Wars Venator Class Republic Attack Cruiser. It's about a month's worth of wages, but wow, does it look amazing. Now when it comes to minifig displays, they have these wall-mountable cases for collections of all sizes. Prices range from about $30 to $230 US. That's a great way to display all your rare and genuine minifigs. But what if you are trying not to drain your bank account and you also want to display your knockoff minifig collection? May I then introduce you to AliExpress.com. You can get a small plastic frame for about $10 which can support up to 28 individual minifigs. It also comes in different colors. On a personal level, we don't really have like artwork on the walls, so I don't display my figs that way. I think I will be going with this individual stackable case for 78 cents, and then this staircase-like display for $7.60. Let's unbox these. This individual case is a good idea in theory. A LEGO theory. Okay, different show. But when I received them, the plastic was already smudged up and not very clear. I tried wiping them, but it did not help. If you can ignore that or find a way to get this shiny and clear, then it's a fun and cheap way to display your minifigs. I also have these double width versions so you can fit two minifigs side by side. You can sort of cross-match them, but the wide versions are not as tall as the individual ones. They are different brands, so whatever. Let's take a look at this larger display model case. With extra crunch. Must be a new promo. Oh no, a dinosaur! Thanks, Mando.
This is the way.
This display case can fit a lot more minifigs than the individual or even double cases, but you cannot stack two of them on top of each other. There are no studs here on top. And that's the reason I only bought one of them.
You said your credit card was maxed out?
Don't tell them that. Oh, who was that? That was just my AI bot assistant. He is printing out a new body so he isn't ready to appear on camera yet. Now we just need some minifigs. Okay, now let's put in the straw hats into this display case. I like to space out my figures when I am displaying them like this. Now instead of putting them in an enclosed case, you can also use 2x2 angle bracket pieces like this one. These are alts of course, it's only for demonstration purposes.
You couldn't afford real Lego.
I will reprogram you. You can use these on base plates and then you can hang it on a wall with a few screws. You can display quite a lot of minifigs this way. The brackets themselves have a hole on it, so nothing is stopping you from just taking a screw and putting one directly on the wall. If you want to avoid using screws, you can always put some sticky tack on it and put it on the wall. Don't actually do this unless you want to wake up in the middle of the night to the sound of your collection hitting the ground and scattering into a million pieces. You can also add magnets to the backside of these brackets so you can attach them to any magnetic surface like a metal pegboard or my personal favorite, the side of a computer. I use Sagano acrylic glue or super glue to attach the magnets to the plastic. This produces a really strong bond, so be careful not to glue your fingers together. Ask me how I know. Just remember to give them a good dusting every once in a while, as they are exposed to the air. I've seen Facebook posts claiming that their Lego bricks were scratched because they used paint or other brushes to remove the dust on their sets, so be careful. What I personally do is take this air blower that I use on my camera lenses to clean them and just blow the dust and debris away from my collection. Option 4. 3D printing. We have featured 3D printed Lego compatible stuff before on this channel, so I won't get into it too much. I will put a link below to the explainer video and you can watch it after this one. This is the Hex Minifig display system. I printed a few out to try, but the first few didn't turn out so well. I just couldn't get it to fit at first, but I eventually figured out my printer settings. If you are going with this display system, you will have to provide your own minifig base tile. But if you buy a lot of alt minifigs, you would already be swimming in these black tiles. This is a cool display option that costs only about $1 in filament per hex. I also remade the stairs and printed it out in a nice Lego yellow. I also added a small slot to put a sort of background image for the display like so. And here are the straw hats with the Thousand Sunny behind them. Here are the Jujutsu Kaisen figs with a nice background. And these random minifigs are at a concert. The downside when it comes to 3D printing is it's hard to get the tolerances just right. These studs ended up a little too loose. So in my next designs, I wanted to use parts that would fit each and every time. So here is the 3D printed display stand that uses real Lego bricks. These are 3D printed, but I used real Lego 1x2 bricks for the attachments so you don't damage your figures. I would like to thank this community for supporting this channel by giving away not 1, not 2, but 3 of these lovely display stands. So right now, the 3D printing files are not available anywhere else. So if you want a chance to win this, then here's what you need to do. Step 1. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Step 2. Find the link in the description below and fill out a short survey to enter this free giveaway. Don't forget to use a real email address so I can contact you if you win in the range for shipping and all that. And that's it. Winners will be announced in a community post on this channel. Thanks for watching this video and I will see you in my next one.